Hey, everybody, welcome to this episode of Cheesy Popcorn. We're on episode 28. And I know that because earlier Chris said we're on episode 27. So I looked up my spreadsheets and realized that he was one episode off. But that's okay. We know Chris has always been a little off. Anyway, this is Annivar from Can I Call You Dad? And new host of Lunchtime Trivia. Get your coworkers together around lunchtime. And tune us in on Spotify. It's only audio only, so Spotify. We'll give you 8 to 10 questions. We'll give you the answers, and you can play along with your coworkers. And whoever gets the lowest number right would have to buy lunch, I would say, right?
That sounds like a good challenge, but it doesn't have to be for lunchtime. It could be anytime.
Could be anytime. Could be anytime. However, it's called Lunchtime Trivia, so you would think they would do it at lunch. I'm just saying. Put your cell phones down. Well, not keep one cell phone out, obviously, so you can hear the questions. But the other cell phones get put away, and so you can do something where you're interacting with each other. You can have verbal intercourse, as we call it.
Wow. So that's that. I'm Chris Miles.
It's a technical term.
Verbal intercourse is a technical term?
Yep.
Is that something from the particular genre of movie that's called Laying on My Back?
No.
Oh, okay. All right, just asking, because, you come up with these crazy categories for movies, like genres all the time. So I thought Laying on My Back was a subject of one of your movies.
I'm a speech and performing arts major.
Okay.
I'm not making up verbal intercourse. It's an actual technical term.
However, episode 25, Racing Against the Clock. Yeah. So anyway.
Tell the people who you are there, Chris.
I digress. My name's Chris Miles. I'm host of New on Music Row here on the Rise Network and various other things behind the scenes as well and whatnot. All here on the Rise Network. It's the only place you can find us. Check it out. New episodes come out for New on Music Row every single Friday. We talk about the latest and greatest in country music and give you a little bit of insight into some artists that you may or may not know about, and some other tidbits of country music history as well. It's available in podcast form pretty much anywhere you can stream, Spotify, Apple, a couple other areas as well, too, and then video format only available on YouTube. Like, subscribe, do all the things you need to do, because that's how we do the shows. And speaking of how we do the shows, this is how we do this show. We talk about a movie that we saw from last week that we reviewed. That's going to change today just because we're doing a look at the Oscars, like a celebration of the Oscars. Of course, you know what we forgot to do last episode? We forgot to talk about the best actors that were nominated for last. So we'll do that now. So nominated for an Oscar for Best Actor this year, Michael B. Jordan for Sinners. That's actually a really good movie.
I haven't seen it.
I don't think you will either. It's a horror, bloody gore movie.
Yeah, I'll see it. I don't know why you think I'm this little pansy that doesn't like
I didn't call you. See, that's your own term. All right. Anyway, Leonardo DiCaprio.
Veteran. You know what I've seen?
I don't want to know.
Okay.
You've seen you've seen semen. That's what you've seen.
I've seen 80 guys taking a shower at the same time. Nothing that a movie does will ever scare me more than that.
I think that was in Porky's too. Anyway, Leonardo DiCaprio is nominated for Best Actor for One Battle After Another.
I don't get that one.
Yeah, well, I mean, Timothée Chalamet is nominated for Marty Supreme.
Ooh.
Ethan Hawke for Blue Moon.
Okay.
And then Wagner Moura for The Secret Agent. Did I get that last name right? Moura, M-O-U-R-A, Wagner Moura. Yeah. So that's a look at Best Actors. And since we're on the roll here, let's talk about Best Directors, because that's what this episode's all about. Paul Thomas Anderson is nominated for Best Director for One Battle After Another.
Okay.
Do you get that one or no?
I wasn't crazy about the movie.
Okay. Ryan Coogler, nominated for Sinners.
I haven't seen it, but I'll see it now.
Chloe Zhao, nominated for Hamnet.
I haven't seen Hamlet, but I want to see it. Well, I'm a big Hamlet guy.
It looked kind of interesting. Yeah. Sentimental Value, the director for that is Joachim Trier. Joachim Trier. Okay.
The J is pronounced like an H.
Okay, my bad.
Joaquin.
See, this is why we have you around.
Like Jose,
and
Joliet, and Hanader.
And Hoseby.
Heap.
And Hoseby.
Yeah. I drive my Heap to Joliet where I work as a Hanader.
That reminds me of, my name is Jose Juan Felipe Pepito Morales Bill Martinez. Anyway. All right, and then last but not least, Joshua Sadfree is nominated as Best Director for Marty Supreme.
Oh, okay.
So there's a look at all
Another
that.
One I haven't seen.
Well, then perhaps you should. So this episode, doing things a little bit differently, we are going to review a movie from our best director picks.
Right.
So we'll get to that in a second, because coming out this week, some good movies. Crime 101 is coming out, which has been previewed kind of all over the place. Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah, that looks good, actually.
It's got a little bit of Avengers reunion cast there. Mark Ruffalo's in it.
Mark Ruffalo.
And then Halle Berry.
Halle Berry. I haven't seen Halle in a movie in a while.
You want to take bets on whether or not she goes topless? No. Anyway.
That was only in
Monster Ball?
Swordfish.
Was it Swordfish or Monster
Ball too, yeah. Monsters Ball.
Only. There we go.
Bobby Ray Thornton?
I don't know if he was in it, but the other gal was in it.
Well, Halle Berry was in Monsters Ball, but
but Monsters Ball, didn't that also have the gal who played Wednesday in the original setup?
I don't know. But the guy was Billy Bob Thornton.
What's her name? I
didn't.
The
prison.
I didn't see
guard.
Monster Ball, so I don't know.
I believe so.
I steered clear of the Monster Ball because I don't like Monster Energy. So that's why.
There you go.
I think I have the movie wrong. Heath Ledger's also in it. Billy Bob Thornton is in it.
Heath Ledger
right. Is in Monsters Ball.
Oh, I thought you were saying he was in this movie.
Keep up with me, okay? Jeez Louise.
Wait, you said Crime 101. We were talking about Crime 101.
And then you moved on to Monsters Ball because we talked about Halle Berry and whether or not she's going to get naked. Anyway.
Okay.
All right, moving on.
I didn't say that. You did.
I said if you want to take bets.
I see her as a wonderful actress. I don't know what you're looking at.
You cannot lie to me and tell me the reason why you saw Swordfish was because you thought Halle Berry was a great actress.
No,
Nobody on the face of this earth saw Swordfish for any other reason except for that.
No, I thought the movie was really good and like John Travolta
God,
and those kind of roles.
Swordfish?
Swordfish. Oh, you're crazy. It was wonderful.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, I don't know how we are so unalike.
You were smoking crack.
How do we stay married so long?
We're not married. That's why.
That's why.
Yeah. Anyway.
That'll do it.
Up next, good luck, have fun, don't die. That's things I would say to you. It's an action-adventure sci-fi comedy. It stars Sam Rockwell as the man.
I like Sam Rockwell.
As a man from the future who recruits dinner patrons to help him save the world. Sounds
interesting.
Interesting. Exactly.
Is it a Denny's?
It doesn't say,
but
you'd have to see the movie to see the rest. Then Goat, which has been heavily promoted as well, too. Sony Pictures animation film following the underdog story of a small goat with dreams of playing rollerball.
A goat?
A goat, G-O-A-T.
Oh.
Not like
Is it animated?
I said a Sony Pictures animation film.
Did you say animation?
You see, you don't pay attention.
What?
Exactly.
My wife says I have two things. I don't listen and something else.
Selective hearing?
No.
Yeah.
Something else.
Something else. Okay, there we go. Yeah, she calls you something else a lot. He's like, isn't he something else? And I was like, well, I don't know how you're looking at that. But anyway. And then last but not least, a reanimation too, of the classic Emily Bronte novel, directed by Emerald Fennell. The film stars Margot Robbie.
Oh, Wuthering Heights.
Jacob Elordi.
Yeah.
As the iconic Catherine and Heathcliff.
Yep. Heathcliff. You don't hear that name a lot.
No.
Except on a candy bar.
Or in a cartoon.
Or in a cartoon.
Yes.
Yes.
So I think we're going to review that one next week.
Wuthering?
Yep. We'll reach new heights on that one.
We will reach new heights. Yeah. We'll reach Wuthering Heights.
They might even be weathering. So there you go.
It might be Wuthering.
All right.
Wonder what the weather will be like.
I'm not sure, but we'll find out. There might even be some Werthers in the weather.
There could be.
Yeah. There you go. Are you done now?
I'm done.
Okay. All right. So moving on. Best directors.
Okay.
I'll go first, and then you can tell us what movie you picked to review from the two directors.
Sure.
Now, we did share this information off camera.
No, we didn't.
With each other.
No, we did not. This is spontaneous, folks.
Okay. Don't listen to him. Pay no attention to the man behind the other microphone. Anyway, we did share this behind afterwards so that we could at least help each other out and figure out what movies we needed to watch. Otherwise, this would have been total chaos, which is what every episode is anyways, thanks to you. So, anyway, I'm kidding. We are like a married couple, aren't we? It's hilarious. All right. So, my picks for Best Director, the first one is Joel Coen.
Okay.
Clearly, I'm boring you because you're yawning over it.
No, it's not that.
Here's the reasons why I'm picking Joel. I absolutely love Fargo. I think it's a great movie.
Good movie.
I also love him for his. Most people don't like what I'm about to say. His remake of True Grit. I thought it was actually
Nope.
pretty good.
Don't
I know,
like it.
I know
Didn't
because
like
it's
it.
not.
You're right.
I know. But I also like him for The Big Lebowski. I like him for Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
Yep.
And then, of course, didn't he do? Yeah, Old Country for No
Country for
Country.
Old Men.
I always do that. I always
know.
call it Old Country for No Men.
Yes.
I don't
Well,
know why, but I do that.
There's a word for that.
What turned me on to him, I guess, if you want to use that, he was the producer on Raising Arizona.
Oh.
And also producer on Hudsucker Proxy as well, too. So,
Okay. Okay.
as well.
I
So,
didn't know that.
yeah, there you go.
Now I know.
And now you know. So that's number one.
Uh-huh.
And then number two, Alfred Hitchcock.
One of the best.
Yeah. So those are my
One of the
two.
best.
So which movie are you reviewing for us?
Well, I'll tell you what. I was going to do No Country for Old Men, but I think I'm going to do Marnie by Alfred Hitchcock with Sean Connery and the woman from Psycho. And I'm blanking on her name, and we're going to get yelled at for this one, too.
No, he won't, because I'm about to help you.
Yes, you are.
Yes.
It's
as I
Janet
always
Leigh.
do. Tippy.
Janet Leigh,
Oh,
correct?
I thought you were going to say Tippi Hedren.
Is it Tippi Hedren or Janet Leigh?
Tippi Hedren
Tippi Hedren.
played
Marnie?
Marnie Edgar Rutland in the movie.
Okay, yeah, Marnie with Sean Connery. Mm-hmm. One of the best roles I've ever seen Sean Connery. This was before his Bond days, if I'm not mistaken. And it's just a terrific movie. It's so well directed, so beautifully directed. It's a movie about a woman who has multiple personalities, and Sean Connery, if I'm not mistaken, is a psychiatrist who's trying to help her, and there's a love story there, and I won't give you the ending if you've never seen it. Go see this movie. If you like Alfred Hitchcock genre movies, this is, in my opinion, one of his best.
And Alfred from Batman, the TV show, was in the movie.
It could have been.
No, he was.
Yeah.
Mr. Rutherford, Alan Napier.
Could have been.
He played
Just
Alfred.
a great movie. I mean, it's
in TV's
so
Batman.
focused on the two main characters that it's hard to remember who the other players were, to be honest with you. Because the movie really, 90% revolves around Connery and Tippi Hedren. Which you got, the only thing I ever wondered was, how do you name your daughter Tippi? It just doesn't, that's a weird name. I mean, Annivar is a weird name, but it ain't Tippi.
I was going to say.
It ain't Tippi.
What about your name?
It ain't Tippi. Anyway, I would say that's a really well-directed movie. He's directed so many good movies. Rear Window, North by Northwest, obviously. It's a great movie, too, by Hitchcock. Psycho. But Marnie, I think Marnie took him out of that sort of thriller to a human element, kind of human frailty movie.
It's still categorized as a psychological thriller, though.
Yeah, but it's kind of not. It is because of the ending. The ending kind of makes it that, but it's not atypical Hitchcock, which is why I think I like it. And I like Sean Connery.
So I will have to tell you that Marmee is actually one of my favorite Hitchcock movies.
Marnie?
Yeah,
Look at
Marnie.
that.
Sorry, I pronounced it wrong.
2 weeks in a row.
Here's
you
why.
agree.
Here's why. Because I think, and I don't care what you say, I don't care what anybody else says, the best Bond, Sean
Oh,
Connery.
I said that. That's my number one guy.
And Roger Craig is a very close second.
Second, absolutely.
But somebody.
And then third would be Pierce Brosnan to me.
See, I thought, yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Well, I throw Timothy Dalton in there too.
Somebody said that was their Bond,
Timothy Dalton.
Pierce Brosnan. And I was like,
No, they're wrong.
no. Anyway,
It's got to be Connery first before anybody. There was another guy that played Bond before Connery.
Roger Moore.
No, that was after.
Yeah, you're talking about the Spy Who Loved Me. I think it wasn't the Spy Who Loved Me. With Her Majesty's Secret Service.
Yes.
And that's the only thing he ever did.
Correct.
Either because
He only did the one.
Sucked.
Yep.
He was terrible.
Yep.
I don't remember the gentleman's name, and that we don't need to go back and find it because honestly, it wasn't that great of a performance. All right, so
we're going to get called on it, so we got to find out.
Well, you can do that. And while you do that, why don't you tell us what your best directors are, so I can talk about the movie that I will review for you.
Okay, I have 4. Oh, that's weird. Actually, he was the first to play Bond in a feature film.
Who?
Ooh. George Lazenby with the other guy. But apparently Bond played one before that, and then
Bond?
took over after that one role for the one guy.
Who? What?
Sean Connery was the first Bond in a feature film.
Yes.
Then another guy did one, and then he came back. So, okay, here's mine. I'm going to go way back. I'm taking the way back machine here. Cecil B. DeMille. I think one of the greatest actors with... If Cecil B. DeMille was alive today, he would be doing all the Avenger movies, in my opinion. He was so far ahead of his time when it came to what he did with what he had in terms of special effects and stunts and stuff. It was crazy. He always had, every movie he ever did went over budget, every time. And this was the days of the studio heads who would go crazy when you went over budget. Every movie I think he ever did had thousands and thousands of extras. There's a line in a Mel Brooks movie where somebody does something and one of the characters says she's killed more people than Cecil B. DeMille, which is a reference to Ben-Hur and the Ten Commandments. So, second, Spielberg. I think he's just a terrific actor. A lot of people don't know that in order for him to do Schindler's List...
You keep saying actor, and I think you mean director.
In order for him to be able to for a studio to do Schindler's List, which is a movie he desperately wanted to do, and I think it took 5 to 10 years to get it done, he had to agree to direct Jurassic Park. So he was doing them simultaneously as the story. He was directing Jurassic and also directing Schindler's List in Europe. So he was going back and forth. If you think about the strain of a director on one movie, but that's because Schindler's List obviously was a labor of love for him. Scorsese, I don't know. Can you not add Martin Scorsese to a list of great directors? I don't think you could do it without him. And then I think I throw Eastwood in there. I think Clint Eastwood became a really good director. A lot of the movies he directed he was in, like $1 Million Baby and some of the other ones, but and that's hard to do. It's hard to be a actor-director, and he pulled it off really well in a bunch of movies. Those are my runner-ups, to be honest with you. My favorite director is Frank Capra of Wonderful Life and other movies like that. I think Frank Capra was a director that was able to find the humanity in all the characters that he directed through the actors that he directed. Wonderful Life is probably the greatest example of that because he had to take the same actors in that movie in the beginning who he had to develop those personas for those actors, every single one. Jimmy Stewart, the uncle, the flirty girl, the Donna Reed character, the mom, all of them. And then he had to reverse it when the movie changes midway, and they all had to be complete 180-degree opposites of what they were in the beginning in terms of their characters. And I think for a director, that's like really hard to do. I think maybe I'm not sure who it was, but the director who directed Travolta and Nick Face Off, who was in Face Off with John Travolta, Nicolas Cage. I think there's a same example of taking two characters and making them opposites. Somewhere in the movie, they become complete opposite of what their original character was. That movie pulled it off too, but I don't know that anybody was as good at pulling out the likability or not likability of a character in a movie than Frank Capra. So, which would you like to review?
So you think It's a Wonderful Life is better than It Happened One Night?
Yes,
Why?
because of what I just said. I think It Happened One Night was a fun movie, but it didn't have the complexity of taking the character. I'll just give you an example. The mom in A Wonderful Life in the beginning is a nice, loving, wholesome mom, and then when the movie switches gears, she is a bitter old widow, and that you had that transformation had to come from directing, in my opinion. And they pulled it off beautifully.
And not the way that the actual screenplay is written.
Well, yeah, but you still got to get the actor to make that switch. Is what I'm saying.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
I mean, you got to give the credit to the actor too, but I think the director in a case like that has to know how to make that happen. Not all actors can go from happy to angry, I guess.
Okay.
Or bitter.
All right. Okay.
Or lonely.
Well, you are the overachiever for today's category because you took 4 directors and added them into the mix.
Yes, I did.
I agree with you that Spielberg is a great director. I just feel like he's done so much now that it's like, oh, it's another Steven Spielberg movie. Okay. And I think back in the day he was great. I think now it's kind of like, some of his stuff is okay, some of his stuff's not. I would even venture to say that like Ron Howard has had that kind of same career.
I like Ron Howard.
He's got
too.
a bunch of great movies, and then he did a couple of movies recently, and he's just been like, So, anyway, that neither here nor there. You mentioned Martin Scorsese, and one of my favorite movies of all time he directed called Casino.
One of my favorites. It's on my top 10 mafia movies.
I'm not going to review it because it's over 3 hours. It's almost 3 hours long.
Yes.
And I still have the DVD version. I think I still have the DVD version, which is 2 DVDs anyways.
Right.
But that's because of all the bonus content that they put on the second one as well. I just think Casino is a fabulous movie. Absolutely amazing in and of its time. And just a great look back at the way that Vegas was back in the day. Sadly, it didn't win an Oscar.
No.
And the only person who was nominated from it was Sharon Stone, which I think is a crime.
Yep.
I don't think it would have won Best Picture, but I think I'm stuttering like he always does. Pesci did a great job in that role in that film.
Did De Niro.
I think De Niro was great, but that's De Niro being the mobster, right? I don't think he did anything different. Pesci, I think, brought a different element to the film.
Yep.
You got to see him and his softer side. I think De Niro was just, the straight up gangster that he's been in so many other movies that to me it was like, I don't feel like he did anything, new. Let's put it that way. But I feel like Pesci really brought that movie through. Here I am saying I wasn't going to review it, and I'm halfway doing it. But
I agree.
It's a great film. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It's definitely worth a watch. Like I said, give yourself some time. It is 3 hours long. But the thing of it is that almost 3 hours long. But
get several snacks.
But the thing of it is it doesn't feel like it's 3 hours long. It just keeps moving and keeps going and keeps going. It's such a great movie.
Yes, it does.
When I was a kid, it was one of the, well, not when I was a kid, because it came out in 95. So when I was in my formative 20s, actually I probably was like 21 right around that time. It was one of those movies that, like, if I had nothing else to do, I would actually watch it.
I've seen it 5 times.
I've seen it at least 20 times.
And it keeps your interest. And since you mentioned De Niro, if you haven't seen, De Niro he's the mob actor personified, I think. But if you really want to see him in a good movie role that takes him kind of out of that, you got to see Ronin. If you like De Niro, go watch Ronin.
I think Ronin's a good flick as well too. I've seen it. I will say it takes De Niro out of what he's known for role.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
But like you,
Still an action movie.
But like you and your worst Batman of all time,
yes.
I still saw a bunch of his mob stuff in Ronin when he was doing certain things. And I'm sorry, I just saw it.
Well, you could say that about the
there's a bunch of
parents
his,
too.
but and you're absolutely right. Some of his mob stuff leaked out through that,
right?
And that's just because of the actor being who he is,
right?
And that's the situation,
right? I agree.
It's not. Going back to Meet the Parents. It's hard not to bring that out because a lot of the mafia roles that he played like the head dude,
right? Kind of like Michael Keaton in Beetlejuice.
You got to be
trying to play Batman.
The funny thing is that
work.
The funny thing is that those movies are complete opposites of each other, and you're wrong. So that's that. All right, moving on. Hey, so the movie that I picked to review from your large selections of best directors is actually a movie that won Best Picture when it came out. Yeah. It's a movie that won Best Performance by an Actor, Best Performance by an Actress, and even Best Performing by an Actor in a Supporting Role, and Best Director. And the funny thing is the guy that directed the movie won for Best Picture, Best Actor, and Best Director. Talking about Clint Eastwood. Right. A lot of people like to say that Unforgiven was one of his best movies. And I don't disagree. It's a great movie. However, I think $1 Million Baby. I'm
going to agree with you with that.
Probably one of his best pieces of work.
Yeah.
And here's why I will say that. He, to me, was on a different level in this movie. Playing the character that he played, supporting Hillary the way that, well, I shouldn't say Hillary because that's not her name in the movie, but supporting this gal in the movie, just doing the things, supporting Maggie throughout the film. You saw a different layer of Clint Eastwood that you didn't get to see a lot of. And I love it when an actor can step out of the roles he's normally used to doing or known for and give you a whole nother side of him. I think that shows a huge toolbox, if you will, of different acting skills and things of that nature. It's also the reason why he won Best Actor for that year. Hilary Swank, absolutely amazing in this role. I don't think anybody knew who she was before this movie, but I'll tell you what, everyone who saw this movie knew exactly who she was after this movie. And this movie kind of catapulted her career a little bit. Unfortunately, she didn't go as far as most people thought she would have. Her career kind of faltered a little bit. But I mean, Morgan Freeman. I mean, Anthony Mackie is in this movie.
It's a great movie. There's no doubt about it. I didn't care for the end of the movie.
Okay.
I won't say why.
This is my review, not yours. So, shh. Anyway.
Get a Pez?
Yeah. Here we go. Have a Pez. It's probably because it's a psychological drama and you don't like those. But anyway.
I do like them. Smack you.
It is a boxing movie, so if you don't like a lot of violence, you probably aren't going to like this movie because there are some pretty solid hits in this movie. I think some of the makeup work is absolutely amazing as well too. It's just a great.
Fight scenes are great.
I think that honestly, I thought everything in this movie was great.
I'm with you.
I mean, and there's a reason why it won Best Picture.
Yep.
Yep. I saw it in the theaters. It's so great to see it on the big screen. I
did too.
It does take away, like watching it at home does take away a little bit, but it's still a great movie. The script is amazing.
The script is great. Directing is great. Everything is great.
And now we get to Annivar's review of the movie. But you're absolutely right. I mean, I don't think anybody can say anything bad about this movie except for you and you not liking the ending. So
the
there's
ending,
that.
the only thing I didn't like.
There's that.
There's just one thing in the ending I didn't like.
It won a ton of awards. IMDb rating is 8.1. So, I mean,
it's based on a real story? I thought it was.
I thought it was, but I'm not 100% sure. And your son can correct us on that after he listens to this episode and let us know. Because I can't find anything in any of the stuff I'm looking at. But, I mean, most of the movies nowadays, they start off with, this is based on a true story. And, like, the part of it that's based on the true story is, like, there was this girl who was a boxer. So, I mean, whatever. It is what it is. Great film.
It's not a direct true story, but it is inspired by
and there you go.
Boxer trainer Jerry Boyd's short stories from his book Rope Burns.
So there you go.
Okay.
So, like I said, the way most true stories are in Hollywood nowadays, it's inspired by something else. But this movie is phenomenal. Go see it. Pick it up at your local library if you haven't seen it. It's available streaming. Looks like you can see it on, well, you can rent it on Prime Video.
Listen, go to your library. Your library's got these movies for free. Go to the library, get a library card. You don't have to use the index cards anymore like we used to find where they're at. So you can find it. You can even go online and just reserve it. You can watch them online now. They have Canopy is a streaming service connected with most libraries, and you can watch movies free on your phone as long as you have a library card.
This message brought to you by
the National Library Association. Hey, we should, before we close out the best directors, I'd like to give a shout out to one of my favorite directors. I wouldn't put him I wouldn't put him above the directors I said, but he directed some great movies, and sadly we lost him tragically. It's Rob Reiner, Princess Bride, Harry Met Sally. He's got some great movies.
He's got some great flicks under his belt. The late great,
late great Rob Reiner, who was also such a guy ahead of his time and All in the Family with his character.
Mm-hmm.
His character was so far ahead of his time. And if you haven't watched All in the Family ever, go watch it and be enlightened by what you're hearing 40 years ago and what you're seeing today. Just saying.
And on that note, that's going to end the episode of Cheesy Popcorn. Next week, we'll review Wuthering Heights. Wuthering Heights, however you want to call it.
Wuthering Heights would be like about flowers because they'd be withering.
Right, exactly. So there we go. Again, I have to be corrected because, that's the way it works. Anyway, we're just kidding.
You always got to correct the better-looking guy. That's what happens.
I can't help it. I got long hair and I'm tall.
There you go.
So, and then also we'll look at our best actresses. We'll talk about who is nominated for Best Actress for the Oscars 2026. And, of course, we'll get up to some sort of shenanigans like we always do whenever the mics are open. We just can't help it. That's just the way we are. But we do respect each other on many levels. Wow. Okay, you're going to take away from this moment. I gave you your Rob Reiner moment, and you're going to do this.
I'm
okay,
sorry,
that's
right.
fine. No, I don't respect you. I take it back. You're absolutely right. Anyway, we'll see you at the next episode of Cheesy Popcorn, and until then, save us some popcorn.
Some cheesy popcorn.